today we're here in Wisconsin, and we're gonna go to Circus World. Dawn, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Dawn don't like clowns.
No, I have a bad... I don't even want to go there.
Let's do this. So we're here in Baraboo, Wisconsin, just outside of Wisconsin Dells, and we are going to Circus World. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I saw a YouTuber come through here, I can't remember which one, and I go, I has to do that. We have to do that. And we are here. This was the winter home to Barnum Brothers and Barnum Bailey. This was their winter home. This is where it started. Now it's a museum. And Barnum Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, the greatest show on earth, went out of, well, business a few years ago. But I have learned since then, they are back at it again.
Uh-oh.
They are back at it again. Circus World, the experience and thrill that never grows old. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing a lot of circus, sideshow, you name it. I think they used to put lions, sea lions. This was built in 1943 for sea lions. You know, with the internet these days and video games, kids are not as excited about the circus. And the circus has been struggling over the years. But like everything, it will have a rebirth. Maybe it'll be coming up shortly. Dawn, I think you're just scared of the clowns.
Yeah, I'm a little eerie.
Well, there's a clown trash can up here.
Yeah.
Circus World. Ringling Brothers and Barnum Bailey Circus. Look at all the train cars and that. All the elephants and camels and. Do you remember the animal cookies that used to come in that?
Yeah, the box.
Yeah. We gotta get some animal cookies. I love the old advertisements. And the clowns are my favorite, but not Dawn's favorite. Dawn don't like the clowns. I really, really, really love that banner there. The Big 100. The world's greatest showmen. Yeah, so when I think of circuses, I think of high wire acts, flying trapeze, right?
How about the broomstick and the fly swatter?
The broomstick and the fly swatter. I don't know. And the sideshows. You know what I mean? Like the man who breathes fire, the guy with 6 fingers. I don't know, you know. I remember growing up and hearing advertisements for Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey, the greatest show on earth. The human cannonball. You know, that was always a really fun part of the show when the human cannonball would...
They used to be a thing back then. I don't know, it's not so much now.
Yeah. I bet you these clowns are up to no good. So there's going to be a big top show at 11 o'clock today. So we gotta be there for that. We got a little bit of time before that, but we have to head back to the big tent for that because I want to see a circus today, right?
Yeah.
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Annie Oakley. Hippos.
Went to the stroller.
Wallace Circus, huh?
Buffalo Bill's Wild West.
So, I've been to a Barnum and Brothers show. I've also been to the Shrine Circus growing up. Been to one of them. I would definitely watch the elephants play baseball.
Would be a sight.
It would be. And they pay tribute to other shows here as well. I remember the Shrine, and I remember Ringling brothers. They used to come to Detroit a few times a year, and a hand-carved scepter used during the spectacle. The circus comes to town. And here's a replica of some of the old train cars that they used to have. They load all the animals up and all the gear and everything. The mythical petrified elephant apples. And here's a nice little pin. I wonder if they have a pin for the map. My grandfather, he had a little carnival, and I know he traveled with a circus. He didn't travel all the time with a circus, but every now and then he would be there where a circus was. And I remember some of the stories my dad would tell me. Did you know, like, they would pay people to walk around with teddy bears, big ones?
Oh, really?
And people would see them and go, oh, wow, they want a bear. It should be pretty easy, right? No, it's not easy. It's just that the person walking around with a bear was being paid.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. So that's some of the get-up that they would wear during the show. Of course, some of the things that the elephant would wear. Yeah, so they would have a free parade, get everybody excited about the show. You know, then they'd go buy their tickets. Sometimes they would have folks walking up and down the side of the street selling tickets. Hey, I'm nothing but legs. Dawn, you're nothing but legs.
I think there's something wrong.
I think
Gross. We don't look right, do we?
you're nothing but legs.
Eugene's.
You ever see that? Where your mom says you're nothing but legs.
Yep.
This is how it feels to be in the globe of death. Please don't feed the giraffes. But this would be a cage, though. You know what I mean? They would have used and sometimes you could tour. You know, they have like special tours that you could tour and see the animals before the show. Cat act. Yeah, there's a cat in here, Dawn.
It's a big cat.
But this would be like one of the, you know, the cages they would have used. And even the elephants have a tricycle. Cinderella's Carriage, 1923. Beauty or Beast. Enter through the red curtain.
Now you look like Will. Now you turned into a gorilla.
There's Dawn.
Hi.
Hey. Yeah. Ah, you turned into a gorilla.
Ooh, booga, booga, booga.
A very cool, welcoming entrance. Now it's time to head outside. This is the Ringling Brothers Camel House in 1915. P.T. Barnum. I love all the little miniatures and that. Yeah. Here's one of the parades going through. Everybody's all watching it.
Here's the elephant going behind.
The circus has come to town. And there's an aerial view from 1940. What it would have been like in 1940. These kids here are looking down there saying, "Mom, Dad, the circus is in town." And Mom and Dad might have been like, "Yeah, you know, you don't want to go to that circus." Yeah. And the elephants, there's a stilt walker, the clowns over here. This would have been circus in 1970. Yeah. They had to bring a lot of things with them, so they used rail to do a lot of this. And it looks like they got the wagon stuck. It took a lot of horses back in the early days. Even the cows were clowning around. Burr Robin Circus from 1885. Oh yeah, there's a girl with a snake. There would have been a lot of sideshows, like right here, the human salamander.
The human salamander.
Yeah. The bearded lady. The bearded lady was always a fun one, right? Yeah. Beautiful grounds, a lot of stables. This is where they kept a lot of the animals, you know, during the off season, the winter months. They have the camel house we just went into, and there's tons of buildings going that way, housing all kinds of things. You are now entering the world of circus. Oh my goodness, the floors are all very nice. Oh my gosh, Dawn, there's clown cars. Remember they used to put a bunch of clowns in a little tiny car?
Oh, I don't know how they did it.
Yeah.
That one seemed better days. Permanent for rent.
Cook's Comedy Car. 1 horsepower. You see a little horse back there? The horse would push it around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the show. Oh, yeah. Billy Vaughn's little car. He would get out of there, and he'd be like, "How do you get out of that little thing?"
Yeah.
Oh, and then the carpeted car. Volkswagen Bug. This is Happy Bug.
That is strange.
Happy's Rug Bug. Yeah. Absolutely love this. You got Happy the Clown over here. Happy's get up. You know Happy's up to no good, or maybe a little good. Happy. Oh, here's another weird mirror.
So what are you doing?
Look at me. I think I put on a few pounds. I think I put on a few pounds. Here are just some of the clowns. Merle Evans, the Marshalls, C.L. Barnhouse. Look at his shoes. This box stall was used by Silver King. Silver King, one of the most famous circus horses of all time. I have no clue about Silver King, but this is where he would have been bedded. Oh, the old pipe organ, Don. I remember like this, or I remember seeing something like this. And the guy would play, and they would go down the road, and he'd play the circus music, right? And then here's a model of this whole farm here. And that's where we're at now. We're in that big red building. Then there was the old hotel over here. So we have a lot more to explore. There's all kinds of barns as we go down. But we do have to get over to the big top. So I think we should head over to the big top. We'll come back and check out the rest of the buildings at the end. But let's go ahead and head over towards big top because the show's about to start. Look at there. They got a... That's where the gorilla hung out.
He's in there.
Little ticket booth. Yeah, we'll get back to these at the end. But let's head across the river and let's catch that show. An old popcorn wagon. So what do you think so far?
So far, so good.
Learned a lot about the circus?
Yeah.
And the river levels are so high right now. Oh my goodness, there's a whole land over here. There's a great big huge building over there.
Too bad you can't shake the bridge.
And then shake the bridge.
Yeah. You can't shake this one.
Oh, they even have little concessions and stuff over there. And then the big top. To the big top. And I think we just stepped into the circus. Got an ice cream stand there. They got the Hippodome. Oh, wow. Dawn, the Hippodome. Of course, the circus is going to be over there. I see the big top. That away. I guess we can take a little peek into the Hippodome. Yeah, so there's some of their train there. The greatest show on earth.
Oh, the air feels good.
Yeah, it does.
It's a hot one today.
There's fans in the big
Is that the human cannibal?
Yes, that's going to 145. You're going to shoot a lady out of there.
145?
145?
Yep.
Oh, we got to see that.
1 o'clock is the music show, and that was right in that building right back behind them.
Oh, it's a camel.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yeah.
The big top too. This is a place you might want to see later.
Okay.
Sideshow.
Sideshows?
All the the bearded lady, the tall lady, that sort of thing. That's all they are. And you can go up into this if you want.
Train car.
Horses
Oh.
were kept up front, and you can see how they were protected. Elephants rode in the back, and you can see what happened with them.
And there's the big top. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It's awesome. We're under the big top. It was really nice to catch a ride with him. He's like, you guys want to ride? Or like, yeah, sure, might as well. Oh, we gotta get some cold drinks and some popcorn, right? Drinks and popcorn is what we need. Because you can't go to a circus and not have popcorn. And peanuts, right? And drinks. Let's do this. And we got popcorn for the show. And we got some Coca-Colas. We're gonna experience... Oh my goodness, look at that. There are a bunch of kids that just come in. The guy was telling us these kids have never seen a circus.
Oh boy.
You know, and since COVID, circuses kind of fell to the wayside. And he says they're very, very proud that the kids are going to see the circus today. Being a kid and seeing a circus for the first time, and we're going to be in the same room as they're experiencing the first time, that's pretty cool. And there's nothing like being under the big top. Oh boy. Yeah, so we moved over to be front and center. That way we can capture all the action. 3 minutes till showtime. And there goes one of the acrobats. Yeah, there goes one of the acrobats. He's climbing up, getting ready to kick off this show.
This is mission control. Flight crew, initiating pre-flight sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What? He's upside down.
Welcome to Circus World! And now, a stellar surprise. All of you to know that each and every single one of those dogs that you just saw performing is in fact a rescued animal, rescued from shelters all across the planet Earth. How about that? And now, Circus World presents for all of you a man who hails from Romania. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here is the galactic super strength of the incredible Ian Farinell. Chase, what are you doing here? You're Darth Vader. Chase, we know that you are not Darth Vader. Why did Darth Vader cross the road? I don't know, Chase, why? To get to the dark side. careful now. Oh, I'm nervous about this. Here he goes. Wow, I think he's got no chase! Ladies and gentlemen, the cosmically crazy Chase Pump. Direct from Hungary, the Zsilak family. But right now, it's a capricious cavalcade of cosmic critters, trained and presented by Mr. James Garner.
Oh, camels! And a horse. It's a
Look at him.
Moms and dads, Mr. James Garner and his cosmic critters. The lovely Sophia Zsilak Petrov. I see now, ladies and gentlemen, soaring through the stratosphere with a spectacular duo strap acts. Here they are, Ian and Claudia Farinell.
Blasting off to infinity and beyond.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome back to the ring with your applause, Mr. James Gardner and his Liberty Horses.
So this is how they would house all the horses, and then up here was the elephants, I think. And they would keep the elephants up front. And that's the ramp going down. And the sideshow. We're gonna go in and check out the Circus Sideshow. World's Wonders. So they have the bearded lady. Huh. And then the tall and the small, or the little. I believe that they are buried in North Carolina. Yeah, you can go visit their grave. Here's the thin.
Julia Pastrana, the hairy woman, Lionel, the lion-faced man, and Alice Doherty, the Minnesota woolly girl.
They also have pony rides for the kids. And at 1 o'clock, they're going to shoot a lady out of the human cannonball.
I would volunteer, but
And, no, you got to be a trained professional, Dawn. And, I don't think I've ever seen a trash can like this.
it's cute.
It's like a pelican. You throw the trash in his mouth.
Yep.
And then these I've seen, these lions.
It used to be at the Lions Club.
It used to be like Lions Parks, right? Had a little drinking fountain. I wonder if it works still. It looks like it might. It does. And then you can also ride a unicycle over there.
That was weird.
Dawn's riding a unicycle. So they have a wagon pavilion. And then they have the wagon restoration center. But the wagon pavilion is closed. This way to the wagon display. So we got to go over here. These are all the wagons. Wow. Here's Wild Bill. And it's warm.
Yeah. I'm on
We're-
the floor.
Yeah. Animal crackers.
They even got their own bathtub.
Yeah.
Water.
The hippopotamuses, yeah.
Hippopotamuses. It looks like the animal cracker cart.
But look at the intricate carving throughout.
Woo, it's a hot one. Blech. I want to take my shorts off.
This one over here's got an elephant on it.
You know, one thing I can't figure out is what's with the Cinderella story back in 1923 that had to do with the circus?
I don't know. Here's one from France, or at least that's what it says. Circuses from all over the world. Great American Circus. Oh, wow, look at this one. Mother Goose.
Yeah, I don't know what the Mother Goose has to do with the circus either. Pretty cool.
Now here's one that has all the states. Nevada, Mississippi, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee. Our country.
Ooh.
I guess
Tiny.
I guess
They went everywhere.
Uncle Sam can ride up there, right?
Yep. Tiger.
I love the old organs that are in it. Now this one here, I have seen like little models of and stuff. This one here is pretty famous, I believe. Pretty famous. They used to keep different animals in them as they traveled. You can have a parade as you go through town. Here's our old Ringling Brothers World's Greatest Shows. This one's for a giraffe. Dawn, this is the one where the giraffe sticks his head to the top.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like a famous one if you think about it.
I think I've seen it before. I just never seen it up close.
This one's for a giraffe. Wow, that's cool. I like that. Buffalo Bill's Wild West Show. Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills. Yeah.
This trip has been filled full of these. Holland, Michigan, now pretty much everywhere. Music boxes, right? This one here is really unique. It's got this dragon, two-headed dragon. Man, the heat is on. After sitting in the tent, it's just hard to cool down. It's a hot one. So this is where they do some restoration work. Wow, look at these things. They're amazing. Cole Brothers. And this one over here in silver is very, very interesting. The Royal Italian Circus. And all these miniatures. Huh. And it kind of shows what it's like from a bird's eye view. Now this would have been like the area behind the scenes, and you could pay to go and see all the animals. And then over there was the big top where they had the show, right? And then this would have been the sideshow.
Yeah.
So you had a bunch of tents. You know, you had the main the main show, then you had the animals, and then you had the sideshow. And they have a carousel. A little warm. We're gonna try to keep out of the sun. Yeah. Let's go down and see if we can catch that lady to shoot out of the cannon. So they have new exhibits. The elephant house. Let's go check out where the elephants used to live. So they used to back the trucks in, and then the elephants would probably go right in. And this is where the elephants would live. And that there is a manure door. That's where they used to put the manure. Yeah. And you can see where they used to tie them up. The shackles on the...
Oh, poor things.
Yeah. And here's the animal house. Giraffes would live in here, ostriches, hippopotamus pool. Oh, let's go see what this is about. So this is where they kept the tigers, the lions, and other exotic animals. But these two buildings here are not part of the exhibit, but pretty much as all these were they kept all the animals. But this is the end of the tour here. There's quite a bit of buildings to house everything.
Who is that in there? That's
Go-
Will.
Go away, I'm a wild animal.
They make a growl noise or bark. Hoo-hoo.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the human cannonball because they moved the schedule up and it's going to be a little bit later today. And we got to get on the road, unfortunately. We had a good time today. Got to see the circus, got to learn about the circus culture, history, brought back a lot of memories growing up. Yeah. Going to the circus, Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, the greatest show on earth. A lot of fun. Who knew? Wisconsin. Odo, Charles, Alf T, P.T. Barnum. He was very interesting of all the brothers. Of course, James, John, and Al. And that's the Ringling Brothers. And we're going to be leaving. And as always, exit through the gift shop. Circus World. Butt cushions, right? I got t-shirts and hats. Yeah. Great. What kind of magnets they have. Oh, wow. You know what? I think I'm going to get this. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to get this.
$15.95. Great big one of those. Which colors?
I was actually impressed.
Impressed? No.
The circus was actually 45 minutes long, maybe an hour.
It was a lot of fun. Learned a lot about the circus and Wisconsin of all places. I know like Florida is a place that the circuses like to go to. But I was kind of shocked when I originally learned about Wisconsin. But folks, that's going to do it for today. Here in Wisconsin, we had a good trip, didn't we? We learned.
It was a good trip so far.
Wisconsin was good to us, and we had a great time. We will definitely be back because there's a lot that we've seen for next time. If you guys like this vlog, also if you haven't, please subscribe so you miss these upcoming road trip adventures. Guys, we're on our way across the country. Well, not totally across. We're trying to get there. We love you, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.